The 2018 Tourney Recreation and Parks Association District Tournament featuring junior boys and
And welcome to Parton Park for this year's 2018 GRPA District Tournament. We're out here in Lyons today for a matchup with the Lyons Junior Boys versus the Vidalia Junior Boys in the opening round of the District Tournament. Whoever wins this game doesn't play again until tomorrow. If you lose, you play tonight at 8 versus Effingham. So I'm going to give you the starting 9 on the field for Lyons. You got Hunter Herndon playing center, Carson Brady at third, Jason Dukes at second, Will Watts is pitching, Cody Cortez is at short, Gage Herndon is in left, Ashton Luke is in right, Lucas O'Connor is at first, and Clayton Meadows is behind the dish. Extra players today for Lyons, Clayton Williams and Benny Jernigan. Not Clayton Williams, Cole Williamson, I'm sorry. And the starting lineup for Vidalia. Lyons is the home team, so you don't have to flip. Play Lyons, just, you know, you're the visiting team, go ahead and expect that. So batting first for Vidalia is the shortstop Bryson Whited.
Whited the batter, Walden on deck.
On deck, center fielder Jordan Walden, I'm sorry. So Lyons is going to their position. I noticed their so here's the first pitch to Whited. This ball is going to be popped up into the air. Lucas O'Connor goes back, makes the catch. Route number 1. 1 down. Bring up Jordan Walden, the center fielder.
Walden the batter, Graham on deck. 1 away.
On deck, Hughes Graham, the catcher for Vidalia. Okay, so here's the pitch to Walden. Just missing for ball 1. Now this is live pitch, so we're back to keeping balls and strikes. Will Watts comes set and delivers the 1-0. Just missing that same location for ball 2. Okay, Will Watts comes set and delivers the pitch. Same for a strike, make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Watts steps on the mound and delivers the 2-1. High and inside for ball 3. This is the district tournament, so if you lose these games, if you lose twice, it's double elimination. You're out for the year. Your All-Star season's over. Here's the pitch. High for ball 4. So runner on first with 1 down, bring up catcher Hughes Graham. He's stepping in, batting from the right
Graham
side.
the batter, Marcus on deck. 1 away.
On deck, Walker Monkus. Watt steps on. Pitching from the stretch now, runner at first. Walden, he's getting the lead. Runner going, here's the pitch, here's the throw down to second. Cody Cortez had to jump up in the air to make the catch, so no tag was applied. Runner at second. So 1 strike in to Hughes Graham. Watts comes set, delivers, swing, and a missed strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on Hughes Graham. Runner at second for Vidalia. Runner going, throws it to Brady. Brady gets him, slides in for out number 2. Walden was stealing. Watt stepped off the back of the mound and tossed it over to Brady at third to get the out. 2 down and 2 strikes on Hughes Graham.
Finish this right here, Bubba.
Good job, Carson.
Hughes steps in, batting from the right-hand side, wearing number 11 for Vidalia. Watts comes set and delivers the 0-2, high, and inside for ball 1. Slight breeze, just blowing my papers around. Here's the pitch from Watts, the 1-2. This ball is lined foul, out of play. Inside the parking lot. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Hughes Graham. He steps back in, batting from the right-hand side. Watts, working from the windup, comes set and delivers the 1-2. This ball is hit off the end of the bat. Brady goes over, not able to field it. Cody Cortez fields it, overthrows first baseman Lucas O'Connor. It bounces back to O'Connor, and Graham gets back to first in time. I'm not sure if I should square out of the base hit or what. See, I guess it was
Marcus the batter, Spivey on deck, 2 away.
regardless of the throw, so I'm going to square it with the base hit for Graham. Runner at first, 2 down. Bring up Walker Munkus. Wearing 94. A lot of these Vidalia people have very high numbers on their jerseys. Usually you don't see that. He steps in, batting from the right-hand side. Runner at first.
Let's go, Bubba.
Here's the pitch from Watts. He hits this one. It's hit in the 5-6 hole for a base hit. Out there to one of the Herndon twins. Have to get which one it is. That would be Gage Herndon. So base hit for Walker Munkus, but runners on first and second. 2 down to bring up Caden Spivey, who's pitching today for Vidalia.
Spivey the batter, Cox on deck, 2 away.
He steps in. Watts comes set, winding and delivers. This ball is lined into center field. That was a nice left center field for a base hit. It's going to score 1 run, possibly 2. They're waving him around. Actually, they're holding him up. So now Vidalia's taking the lead on a RBI double by Caden Spivey. 2 down. Runners on second and third to bring up Kevin Cox.
Cox the batter, Thompson on deck, 2 away.
On deck, Trace Thompson.
Hey, how are you?
Here's the pitch. Ball hit on the ground to Cody. Hit on the ground to Cody Cortez. I'm sorry, I cannot think of his name for the life of me. And 2 runs scored on an error. He threw to the first baseman O'Connor. O'Connor bobbled it around. 1 run scored.
Thompson the batter, Morley on deck, 2 away.
On an error. 2 down, nobody on runner at first. Actually, you bring up Trace Thompson. He's the first baseman for Vidalia today. First pitch to him is high for ball 1. Steps back in. Batting from the right-hand side. Here's the pitch. Same for a strike to make it 1-1. Thompson steps back in, wearing number 3, what it looks like. I didn't write down their numbers. Here's the pitch, low. Clayton Meadows blocked it up nicely. Ball 2. So Will Watts, runner was trying to go. He stepped off. Watts looking and delivers the 2-1. Lines this one in the left field to Hunter Herndon. He's running in. He gets it on the, was rolling. He gets it in. The base hit by Thompson. So runners on first and second. 2 down to bring up Bryce Moxley. Mosley or Moxley? I can't read my handwriting. Marley, I'm sorry.
Morley the batter, Banks on deck, 2 away.
So he's batting from the right-hand side. I've yet to see a left-handed batter from the Vidalia team. Watt steps on, he pitches it in, and for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners on first and second. Watts comes set, delivers the 1-0. Gets by Clayton Meadows. He slips in the dirt, so no play. Runners on second and third. Runners in scoring position for Vidalia. 2 balls and no strikes on Bryce Mosley. 2 down. Marley, 2 down. Marley steps in. Watts comes set and delivers. Send for a strike. Makes 2 balls and 1 strike. Watts coming set. Winding. And delivers the 2-1. This ball is hit up into the air to the left center field. The gate turned and he's going over and makes the catch for out number 3. So Vidalia did score 3 runs here in the top of 1. And we go into the bottom of the first inning. Vidalia leading Lyons 3-0 on Y101.
What? Can't play right
And welcome back to the big field here at Parton Park in a matchup between Lyons and Vidalia in the junior boys division of the district tournament. You lose today, you play again at 8 today. So up to bat first for Lyons is one of the Herndon twins, Hunter Herndon, followed by third baseman Carson Brady, second baseman Jason Dukes, and then the pitcher Will Watts. That's your lineup for Lyons, or your starting upcoming 4. So it seems like we're ready to go. With Hunter Herndon up to bat, the center fielder who made the last out of the last inning. And this is the first time I've covered these boys in a game. I covered them on the sports report because I can't hear and watch one of their games in the youth tournament. Actually, it was a couple of their games. Seems like we're ready to begin.
Herndon the batter, Brady on deck.
So Hunter Herndon stepping in, wearing number 6, playing center field today. We might want to cut this up to 60-second breaks again. Out here back at live pitch. So as everyone knows, this game moves a lot slower. First pitch to Hunter Herndon, he swings late and hits it over towards the the Vidalia first base dugout for strike 1. Pitching for Vidalia is Caden Spivey. So Spivey comes set, working from the wind-up, and delivers the 0-1 for a strike. So this is, I'll tell you after the first inning, but let's see what happens here. Spivey comes set and delivers the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down to bring up Carson Brady.
Come on.
Now, if the game keeps going this way, then
It's Brady the batter, Dukes on deck, 1 away.
of the pitching.
We're going to do something.
Vidalia, from what I've heard, what I've seen, has very good pitching amongst this team. So first pitch to Brady, high and inside for ball 1. On deck's Jason Dukes.
I said we'll have to have the house.
Brady steps in, batting from the right-hand side. Here's the 1-0. High for strike 1. Swung anyway, sort of like a didn't want to kind of swing. But he did. He steps in, batting from the right-hand side. Here's the 1-1, low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike in the junior boys division here. This is the last division of rec ball. And then you're just gone. Don't play rec ball anymore. The 2-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. To make the count even at 2.
Sit down. I'm right here, baby. Come here.
2 balls and 2 strikes on Brady. Spivey comes set and delivers low to load up the count.
You pass it.
See how Brady reacts. This is the first full count of the game. Even looking back when Vidalia was up. Here's the full count pitch. Called. Strike 3 on Brady. So 2 down to bring up Jason Dukes on back-to-back strikeouts.
No, sir.
Dukes to battle. Watts on deck.
Steps
2
in,
away.
batting from the right-hand side, playing second base today. Here's the pitch from Spivey. High for ball 1. Dukes, one of the older ones on this team. This is his last year of ruck ball. Upcoming freshman. Here's the 1-0. He hits this one on the ground to second baseman. He fields it and fires to first in time for out number 3. So Vidalia has a 3-up, 3-down inning, and Vidalia is still leading 3-0. We'll take a break and come back on Y101.
Give them a ball.
Got my guys 11. Thanks, sir.
And welcome back to the big field here at Parton Park. Lions down 3-0 as we go into the top of the second inning of game number 1 for them in the Georgia Recreation and Parks Association State Tournament. Now we have a new pitcher. We went from Will Watts to Carson Brady. If you lose right now, you play again at 8-9
Banks to battle. Whited on deck.
against Effingham. So Carson's up pitching. We still have O'Connor at first, Dukes at second, Cortez at short, and Watts has moved over to third. Him and Brady switched positions. So that'll bring up Casey Banks for Vidalia, the first left-handed batter I've seen. So he's going to step in. Here's the pitch from Brady. This ball is hit foul. Strike 1. Brady steps back on the mound. Casey Banks is the second baseman. He fielded that right-handed, so he must be one of those scenarios, catch and throw right-handed and bat left-handed. Next pitch is in for a ball to make the count even at 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Banks. Brady comes set, working from the stretch. Gets him on an outside pitch to make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brady, wearing number 8, makes his way back up on the mound. Brady comes set and delivers the 1-2. Way off the play, breaking ball, not quite working there. It stayed outside to make the count even at 2. Brady steps in, working from the stretch, and delivers a 2-2. Swing, and a miss, strike 3. 1 down to bring up Bryson Whited. In his first at bat, he flew out, to Lucas O'Connor. Top of the second,
the battle,
these
Walden
games
on
are
deck.
timed. This is a very prestigious ball. They play. There's a lot more rules here. I mean, you have the Lyons Youth Tournament, where you go from lengthy rules. First pitch to White is in for a strike. But when you go to not so tedious rules, it's sort of a very open tournament in a way. Then you come to district, very, very strict rules, and then you go to state. Rules get even stricter. Here's the ball hit on the ground by Cody Cortez in the left field for a base hit for Bryson Whited. Runner at first with 1 down to bring up Jordan Walden. In his first at bat, he walked on a 3-1 count.
Walden the batter. Graham on deck. 1 away.
Number 98, stepping in, batting from the right-hand side. Brady still working from the stretch. Hasn't worked much from the wind-up. Oh, man, I'm not even recording. So Brady, White had got back. He's getting another lead. Walden steps in. Brady comes set. Throws back. White gets back. Brady comes back on the mound, working from the stretch. One of the younger guys on this team. One out. Here's the pitch. Runner going. Clayton Meadows throws down, and the ball gets away. However, it stays in reach of Cody Cortez. So runner down at second. Runner in scoring position for Vidalia. And was that a ball or strike? A ball. So 1 ball and no strikes on Jordan Walden. He steps back in. And this Vidalia team, I'm going to go ahead and say, is a very tough team. If you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. Next pitch to Walden's in for a strike, make the count even at 1. They are one of those teams that you can't give anything, because if you do, you've lost the game. It's sort of that type of deal. Brady looking back, working from the stretch. Comes set, looking around, and steps off. Now Jordan Walden steps out. Brady's watching Lyden. And delivers the 1-1. Inside and high for ball 2. Now this Vidalia team is very aggressive base running too. And I'm not bragging on any team, but I'm always going to give credit where credit's due.
Sit back down. Sit down.
That's just the type of person I am. 2-1. Here's the pitch to Walden. Send for a strike, make it 2-2. So Brady has worked back. He's taking the lead. Anytime a pitcher has 2 strikes, he's automatically in the lead unless it's a full count. Then at that point, it's topsy-turvy. You know, it could go any way.
Sit down.
Here's the pitch. This ball's popped up high up into the air out to center field. The Gage Herndon, he moves over, and he makes the catch. Runner tagging up. Here comes the throw. It gets in Cody Cortez, and Whitehead goes back, and that's out number 3. Or out number 2, I'm sorry. Sorry about that, Robin. My fault. That'll bring up Hughes Graham. Sounded good though, didn't it?
Graham, the batter, Marcus under, 2-1.
2 down to bring up Hughes Graham, the catcher. He reached on a single in his first at bat. The runner was put out at third. Runner at second in scoring position. Graham, a really big bat for this Vidalia team. First pitch to him, a breaking ball, in for a strike. 0-1. Brady is utilizing all parts of the plate here today, from lefty to righties. Not trying to show partiality. This ball is lined into left field. Lined into left field for RBI. He's probably going to get 2 out of this. Here comes the throw all the way into second. Jason Dukes gets it, but not in time. That was an RBI double for Hughes Graham.
Person for the catcher, same one.
They're going to put in a runner for the catcher, Graham. Excuse me, I'm not.
Marcus, the batter, Spivey under,
Happened just
2-1.
then. Would have been me. So runner on second to bring up Walker Monkus. Batting from the right-hand side. That's not Graham out there. I'm not sure who that is. I can't see a number. I didn't hear who they put in. First pitch to Monkus is in for a ball. If I can see a number, I'll tell you who's pinch running for Graham at second, but I can't see. Brady steps in, working from the stretch. He comes set, delivers the 1-0. High for ball 2. Monkus steps back in. Brady comes set, delivers 2-0. This ball's lined in on center field. Gage Herndon moving back, not able to get it. That ball's going to go all the way to the fence. 1 run's going to score easy, and they're getting that ball in, and another RBI double for Vidalia. Walker Monkus. Make it 5-0. 2 down, runner at second. I'm very calm today.
Spivey, the batter, Cox on deck, 2-1.
Which, if you heard my last broadcast, anybody could tell why I was upset. Why I was getting upset, and why it progressively got worse. This ball's popped up sky high into the air. It may get down. It's getting out to left fielder Hunter Herndon, and it just gets down. 1 run scores. And an RBI single for Caden Spivey, the pitcher for Vidalia, to make it 6-0. The ball just dropped.
Cox, the batter, Thompson on deck,
Runner at
2-1.
second, runner at first, I'm sorry, 2 down. What you may not realize if you've never pitched is when your team behind you is not making the easy plays is not hurting the scoreboard as much as it's hurting your pitcher. From any pitcher. I said that at the high school level, especially at the high school level, when you're throwing much farther. So they got the runner out at second, tagged him out from Clayton Meadows down to Cody Cortez for out number 3. So we move into the bottom of the second inning. Lions down by 6 to see if they can come in and score some runs as we break on Y101.
Bubba's over there. You are not going anywhere.
Welcome back to Parton Park here on Y101. Lions losing to Vidalia 6-0. Here in the bottom of the second inning in the first round for these two teams in the Georgia Recreation and Parks Association District Tournament. Now, I chose the junior boys because I'm trying to be fair to all teams and cover them as I can. That way every team can say they've been on the radio. It's not that big of a deal to most adults, but believe it or not, I was
Lost the batter, Cortez on
and
deck.
kids thought a lot of it, of what Barney did. So, you know, they like it when they see Barney's car pull up the games and him start unloading his equipment. Believe it or not. You'd think a lot of kids don't like that kind of attention, but no, they do. So that's the bat first for Lions is Will Watts, who's currently the third baseman. He started the game pitching. He pitched to 8 batters. Watts is stepping in, wearing number 9 for Lions. Spivey comes set and delivers the first pitch to him. Swing and a missed strike 1. I will admit, this Spivey kid is bringing the heat for Vidalia. He is pitching it. This ball is fouled off. Got a piece of that one there. Thank goodness for the breeze, right? I just keep looking at the antenna to make sure it doesn't blow that over, because wouldn't that be terrible? Watt steps back in, batting from the right-hand side. Here's the 0-2 to him. Missing for ball 1. Outside. One ball and 2 strikes on Watts. Steps back in, wearing number 9, one of the taller guys on this team for Lions. So Spivey comes set and delivers the 1-2. Swing and a missed strike 3. One down to bring up Cody Cortez.
All right, let's go, Cody.
Cody, your shortstop, just got in today. I think this is the first time.
Cortez the batter, Herndon on deck, 1 away.
He was at church camp, unable to be here with the team during the Lions Youth Tournament. He steps in. First pitch to him is low for ball 1. On deck is Gage Herndon, the left fielder. Here's the pitch to Cortez. Swing and a missed strike 1. He steps back in. Here's the pitch, the 1-1. Swing and a missed strike 2. Now, I'm not sure what it is in district. First and second place when they go to state, I'm not sure. Now, when I was here and we played by day on this very same field, and Barney sat right here. We got first and Vidalia got second, and we both went to state. And it was Augusta. No, because my dad made a deal, he said foul ball for Cortez. He said, I don't understand why 2 teams who are right beside each other have to travel all the way up to Augusta to play. Which makes sense if you think about it. But, you know. Here's the 1-2 to Cortez. He fouls this one off late. Over towards the first base dugout. Ivy comes set and delivers the 1-2. Called. Strike 3. 2 down. Bring up Gage Herndon.
Let's go, Dave. Let's go, Dave.
Herndon, the batter, Lou
Gage
contact,
Herndon
2 away.
steps in. He's the left fielder for Lyons today. Here's the 2-out pitch to him. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Lyons looking for a base hit in today's game. And they're not playing terrible defense. They're not making errors by day, just hitting the ball, which seems to be the case in all the losses here. Next pitch fouled off. Graham caught it. Strike 2. Or should I say foul? Tipped it into the catcher's glove for strike 2. Here's the 0-2 Gage. High and away for ball 1. Now the run rule changes. It's not the same as the youth tournament, and I have the bracket on my phone. I'll pull it up real quick. I'll tell you. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Gage Herndon. Swing and miss at a high fastball for strike 3, and that makes out number 3 for Lyons. So we go into the top of the 3rd inning. Vidalia leading Lyons 6-0 as we break on 1-1-1.
Who needs them?
Get my guy.
Bring him something to take it with you.
One of my patients taught me that when I was pregnant. I just took some the other day at Christmas time. You just lick it or just take it.
Cox, the batter, Thompson on deck.
So welcome back. We're at Parton Park for this year's 2018 Georgia Recreation and Parks Association District Tournament. Lyons is facing off against Vidalia here. And that'll bring up Kevin Cox for Vidalia. Brady's still on the hill. Cox is batting from the right-hand side. Brady pitching from the right, so righty-righty. First pitch is in for a strike. Nice breaking ball. Breaking ball. So Carson steps back in. He comes set. Winding, delivers the 0-1, high for ball 1. Marking it again, wrong spot. That's Trace Thompson. Trace, you already have a ball and strike when you get up here. Mark it in the wrong spot. So here's the 1-1 to Cox. Low for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike on Cox, who is playing left field today. Brady comes set, delivers the 2-1. This ball is hit foul out into the parking lot. So the count's even at 2 on Kevin Cox. He steps back in, batting from the right-hand side. Brady comes set and delivers the 2-2. Ball's popped up into the air. It's going to get out of play, I believe. Yeah, it does. Did someone take it? Or someone? I don't know. So Cox is wearing number 14. His first at bat he reached. Actually, he did not reach. It was an error. He did reach on an error by the first baseman and 2 runs scored. Here's the pitch from Brady. Yes, he did go. He gets away from Clayton Meadows. He picks it up and fires to first to get out number 1. One down to bring up Trace Thompson, who already has a ball and a strike. Just kidding. Mark got the wrong place earlier. Trace Thompson, the younger brother.
Thompson, the batter, Morley on deck, 1 away.
Softball player who graduated in the year 2017. She played as a pitcher, third base, shortstop. She's basically an everywhere player. Here's the pitch. Thompson, low ball 1. Staying away from Clayton Meadows. There's no one on base. We're good. Yeah, when the wind picks up, I just turn around and give a glance at the antenna, make sure it's still there. Here's the 1-1. It's popped up into the air. Foul, and now we have 1 ball, 1 strike. There we go. In that order. So 1 ball and 1 strike on Thompson. He steps back in. Brady comes set and delivers the 1-1. This ball is hit on the ground over to the first baseman, Lucas O'Connor. He fields it, fires to Brady. Brady gets it, steps on first for out number 2. 2-1 to bring up Bryce Marley, the right fielder, who in his first at bat I called him everything else except Marley.
Tourney the batter, Banks on deck, 2 away.
It's Bryce Marley. Handwriting's just terrible. Which, in retrospect, I copied these lineups down really fast. First pitch to him's in for a strike to make it nothing in 1. So, like most Lions teams, next pitch, nice breaking ball in for strike 2. And I know them. I don't pay much attention to my handwriting. I'm just like, make it out the best I can. That way, it don't take me that long knocking it down. Here's the 0-2 to Brad, or not from Brady. Way high for ball 1. He steps back in, batting from the right-hand side. Here's the 1-2. It's a line in the left field for a base hit for Vidalia. So
Banks the batter, Whited on deck, 2 away.
2 down to bring up Case and Banks. The only left-handed batter in this Vidalia order. Here's the pitch on the outside edge for strike 1. Now this team does a lot of stealing, so you can hear the Lions crowd yelling to their catcher to be ready. Here's the pitch, breaking ball, didn't break quite right. Ball 1. Banks steps in. Here's the one. Actually, Brady looks back at the first base runner, Bryce Morley. Here's a pitch, hit up into the air, foul for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Case and Banks. Second baseman for Vidalia. He steps in, batting from the left-hand side. Brady comes set, delivers, it's hit foul on the first base line. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Banks. Lions is down 6-0. Brady comes set and delivers. This ball is lined into center field for a base hit. It gets down. So the Hunter boy not able to get to it. Nobody was there to cover any of the bags. So the ball just got down in center field. I'm going to squint. It was a base hit regardless.
Whited the batter, Walden on deck, 2 away.
And that would be Hunter Herndon. Runners on second and third, 2 down. Here's the pitch to Bryson Whited. And he pops this one up into the air. Hunter is moving over and makes the catch for out number 3. So Lyons gets out of the inning without letting Vidalia score a run. And it's still 6-0 as we go into the bottom of the 3rd. Let's see if Lyons can score some runs as we break on Y101.
Visit the location at
And welcome back to Parton Park and this year's coverage of the 2018 Georgia Recreation and Parks Association District Tournament between the Lyons Junior Boys and the Vidalia Junior Boys. Looks like we're ready to begin. Here's Lyons left-handed batter,
Luke the batter, O'Connor on deck.
Luke steps, well, he's on the other side, he's not stepping in yet. He's the right fielder today for Lyons, wearing number 2. He's not got much action over there today, or out there should I say. So Luke steps in.
Let's go, Ash.
Batting from the left-hand side. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 1. Luke steps back in. Spivey comes set. Delivers the 1-0. Fouls it off into the fence. Strike 1. Again, this Lions team's looking for a hit. They've had 5 strikeouts, 2 of them looking in 2 innings, which is 5 outs. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. Two balls and 2 strikes from the left-handed hitter for Lyons. He steps back in. Here's the 2-1 pitch. It's in for a strike. That count even at 2. Luke steps in. Pitcher comes set and delivers a 2-2. Swing and a missed strike 3. And that makes 6 strikeouts. So a good liner for this.
O'Connor the batter, Meadows on deck, 1 away.
Vidalia pitching dominates Lyons Junior Boys in game number 1. I mean, it's not over yet. Lucas O'Connor's up to bat now. First pitch and the first strike. To make it 0-1. He's the first baseman for Lyons today. Spivey comes set and delivers. He hits this one foul. First base side. O'Connor steps back in. Spivey comes set and delivers the 0-2 to the plate. Ball's fouled off. Back into the fence. So Spivey's ahead here. Counts no balls and 2 strikes on Lucas O'Connor. Another younger one on this team. Here's the 0-2. Called. Strike 3. And that'll be called strike number 3 here today. 1 in every inning, and it's been 2 outs. 1 in every inning.
Meadows the batter, Herndon on deck, 2 away.
1 in the first, 1 in the second, and 1 here in the third. And both of them are the second one up to bat. This will bring up Clayton Meadows, the catcher. Here's the pitch to him. High, ball 1. Spivey comes set, he steps in and delivers the 1-0. So for a strike, make the count even at 1. Meadows wearing number 7, catching today for Lyons. Looking back at the antenna. 1 ball and 1 strike on Clayton Meadows. Here's the 1-1. Fouls this one off for strike 2. He steps in, has an arm sleeve on his right arm, not wearing batting gloves. And that's what Barney talked about a lot about. When a batter would get up to bat, whether they were wearing batting gloves or not. Next pitch is high. Make the count even at 2. So I guess Lyons may be batting 10. I see Benny Jernigan on deck. Meadows steps back in. Here's the 2-2. Called. Strike 3. So that is out number 3, and we go to the top of the 4th. Lyons still has not scored a run. We'll take a break and come back on Y101.
Just do it both ways. Let's go. Yeah. Say anything about him.
So the story here today is we're in the top of the fourth. Vidalia pitching has dominated Lyons batting, as Lyons has been unable to score a run. Brady's still on the hill for Lyons, as we're in the top of the fourth inning. Up to bat for Vidalia is Jordan Walden.
Walden, the batter. Graham on deck.
He's batting from the right-hand side. In his first two at-bats, he's 0 for 1 today with a walk and a fly out to center fielder Hunter Herndon. I'm saying Hunter Herndon. So Walden steps in. Brady comes set and delivers to the plate. Ball low for ball one. He's getting the ball back.
What? I'm not saying.
Getting the ball back.
What, dude?
1 ball, no strike. Here's the pitch. Is it in for strike? Yes, it is. To make the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Walden steps in. Here's the 1-1. High. To make it 2 balls and 1 strike. On deck is the catcher Graham for Vidalia. Here's the pitch. The ball's popped up sky high up into the air. Second baseman Lucas O'Connor moves back and makes that catch for out number 1. One down to bring up Hughes Graham. He's 2 for 2 today, with a base hit in the first and an RBI double in the
Graham, the
second.
batter. Marcus on deck. 1 away.
He's batting from the right-hand side. Here's the pitch. Just missing for ball 1. So Graham steps back in. Batting from the right-hand side. Here's the 1-0. This ball has also popped up sky high into the air, had some tail on it. Lucas O'Connor moving back and makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 down to bring up Walker Munkus, the third baseman. He's 2 for 2 today. The sun has gone behind some clouds here at the big field at
Marcus, the batter. Spivey on deck. 2 away.
Brady is working from the stretch, as he does. He hasn't worked from the windup. This ball is going to be chopped over foul to the third base coach for Vidalia for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. He's 2 for 2 today, along with the on-deck guy, Caden Spivey, who's also 2 for 2 today, and he's the pitcher for Vidalia. Next pitch to Walker is getting away from Meadows for ball 1 as a breaking ball. Getting it back into Brady. Okay, here's the 1-1. Hit on the ground by Brady and onto center field for base hit. Runner at first with 2 down, bring up pitcher Caden Spivey. He's had an RBI in the first and an RBI in the second. In the first it was a double and in the second it was just a single. Regardless of the
Spivey, the
fact,
batter. Cox
those
on
are
deck. 2 away.
RBIs. Doesn't matter if you walk as long as you score a run, right? So Brady working from the stretch definitely now. Runner at first. He looks back. And he gets back on. Two outs as Brady comes set on the mound. Here's the pitch. This ball is lined in the left field. Strike to Gage turned in for out number 3. Second inning in a row, Vidalia has not scored a run. Lyons has just got to get acclimated to the faster pitching and come in and hit some balls. They go to the bottom of the 4th on Y101.
Yeah, my God.
And welcome back here at Y101. We are here at the big field at Parton Park today for a matchup between Lyons and Vidalia in the junior boys division of the Lyons Youth Tournament. You know how you get those little painful dots on your tongue sometimes? Old wives tell they're like, oh, if you get these dots, you're going to get sick soon. Well, anyway, I have one, and it's right every time I speak. It moves up against one of my teeth.
Turning in the batter, Brady on deck.
Hurts. And you see, speaking is quite a necessity to anything with radio, right? So, actually, Benny has come in for Hunter Herndon. That's what it is. Here we go. So, Benny in here. Brady's on deck. First pitch to Benny is pops it up foul. Strike 1. Let's see. Oh, the time has been called. They're getting the ball in. I think I'm in safe territory today unless somebody hits stuff and it rolls down the net and hits me on top of the head. Here's the pitch to Jernigan. Sent for a strike, make it 0-2. Benny wearing number 3, he steps in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So this will be the first person who's faced him more than once. Brady has already faced this guy, so let's see what he can do. So far,
Brady,
everybody in the
Dukes on
lineup
deck.
has
One away.
struck out except Jason Dukes. He grounded out the second baseman. So let's see what Brady can do, being he's already faced him. He loaded up the count full in his first at-bat and it concluded with a called strike 3. Here's the first pitch to him. He lines this one out in his left center field for the first base hit of the game for Lyons. A nice hit by Brady out there in left center field for base hit number 1 for this Lyons team. They finally have a base runner. So runner at first to bring up second base. Jason Dukes. And sometimes you just have to go through a pitcher once, the whole team, to get acclimated to it. I've seen that happen. It happens all the time. Especially, believe it or not, it happens a lot in pitching machine ball. This ball's hit on the ground to the shortstop Bryson Whited. Whited bobbles the ball around and Brady gets the second in time. So now Lyons has 2 base runners. Runners at first and second with 1 down to bring up Will Watts. It happened, you know. So
Watts the batter, Cortez on deck. 1 away.
Here in the 4th inning, Lyons has runners on the base paths. Runners at first and second. So Graham went out to talk to his pitcher, Spivey. Caden Spivey. Now bring up Will Watts. There's no sense in covering me what each of the Lyons boys did from here on out. So Will Watts is up to bat. First pitch to him, he hits this one foul. Oh, that went a long way. Right side. You know, the older you get, coaches beg for you to hit backside. And in this case right here with runners on first and second, it'd be very helpful. You could just hit it right out there in the right center field and let it just keep going. You'd score 1 run and possibly 2, more than likely 2, depending on how fast Jason Dukes is. Here's a ball. Graham blocks it up, gets low in the dirt. Brady scoots back to second. Runners on first and second. Counts 1 ball and 1 strike on the Watts.
Let's go, Bubba.
Watts steps in. Here's the 1-1. Low for ball 2.
Good eye, Will.
Lyons steps. Yeah, the whole Lyons team. Will Watts steps in, wearing number 9. 2 balls and 1 strike, 1 down. Here's the pitch. High. He chased a high one to make it 2-2. Now, from experience and standing in the batter's box, high balls, for some reason, are very appealing. And I don't know why, but they are. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Watts. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Now, what can't happen for Lyons is them get runners on base and they're not able to get them around. I mean, I'm fine with it. If
Cortez,
as a
the batter,
coach or
Hernan
anything,
Under.
you know, I'm fine with losing as long as it's not by a shutout, you know, or a run rule. I can lose as long as it's not by a shutout or a run rule. You know. Here's a drop pitch to Cody Cortez. He hits this one on the ground to the pitcher, Spivey. He fields it, fires to first to Trace Thompson. In time for out number 3. Lyons not able to score runs, and this was the first time in the whole game they had runners on the bases. First and second, Brady and Dukes. They go to the top of the 5th. Lyons still down 6-0 as we break on Y101. Welcome back here on Y101 and this year's coverage of the 2018 Georgia Recreation and Parks Association District Tournament here in Lyons of the
Cox, the batter, Thompson on deck.
So that'll bring up Kevin Cox. In today's game, Cox is 0 for 2. And Brady is still on the hill. You got Will Watts at 3rd. Cody Cortez at short. Wait, is that Cody? That's Jason Dukes at short. Lucas O'Connor at 2nd. And Benny Jernigan over at 1st. Behind the plate, that is Clayton Meadows. Cody is out there at center. First pitch from Brady, just missing on the inside. It was there as far as over the knee. Right, over to at the knee. It was inside. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 2. Let's see, yeah, so if Lyons loses here, they play again tonight at 8 on this field right here. We'll have that game for you. Well, I assume we will. Next pitch is low for ball 3. So Brady comes set. Cox is way ahead here. 3 balls, no strikes. Just missing on the inside for ball 4, and that's the first walk for Brady. God, there's 2 pitches there that looked like they were perfect strikes.
Thompson, the batter, Morley on deck.
So that'll bring up Trace Thompson, runner at first. Thompson's 1 for 2 today. Brady comes set and delivers. That pitch is in for a strike to make it 0-1 on Thompson. Brady looks back. Cox scoots back to first. Brady steps in, he comes set, delivers the 0-1. Low for ball 1. Here's the 1-1 from Brady. The umpire calls a dead ball, but I didn't see it hit him. So now they're running on first and second. So from what it looks like, this umpire is not a fan of inside pitches. Runners on first.
Morley, Nevada, Bank Sunday.
Bryce Morley. I've been told it's Morley. It looks like Morley in my book. Moxley, Mosley, I don't know. Bryce is up to bat. I'm just gonna say that. First pitch is in for a ball. And it's not even a weird name, it's just I copied it down wrong. Here's the pitch, high for ball 2. Brady's starting to have a hard time hitting the zones here in the top of the 5th. No outs, runners at first and second. Next pitch is hit into left field for a base hit. Cade Herndon unable to hold on to it. So 1 run scores. RBI single by Bryce Morley. Runners at first and second to bring up Cason Banks. He's 1 for 2 today with a strikeout and a base hit.
Banks, Nevada, Whitehead on deck.
He steps in. Brady comes set and delivers to the pitch. Outside for ball 1.
Ashton, be ready.
I will say one person has gotten no action here today. Next pitch, outside again, is Ashton Luke out there in right field. He's got absolutely no action today. He's just standing out there. Now watch, just as soon as I say that, this guy here is about to hit a ball out there to him. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and now it's 3-0. Like I said, Brady is starting to have a difficult time hitting the marks on the plate. He steps in, 3 balls and no strikes on Banks. Brady comes set and delivers. It's in for a strike. Brady comes set. He's way behind the count here. Here's the 3-1. This ball's popped up into the air, foul. I believe it's going to get out of play. It does, almost hitting that guy right there. So that'll be a full count for Cason Banks. Did it hit that car? So Cason Banks batting from the left-hand side. Here's the full count pitch from Brady. This ball is hit on the ground. Lucas O'Connor moves over. It bounces over the glove of Luke. And everybody's being held up. Bases are now loaded.
Coach, be ready. Let's go.
Bases loaded. No outs. 27 minutes left in the game. We're back at the top of the order to Bryson Whitehead.
Whitehead, Nevada, Walden on
He's
deck.
1 for 3 today. Brady comes set, delivers to the plate. Breaking ball missing, ball 1. Brady comes set, delivers the 1-0. This ball's lined past Will Watts for a fair ball. It's going to score 1, that's going to score 2, possibly 3. Here comes a throw to Dish. Meadows blocks it up, and that was 2, so the score now 9-0 on a 2-run RBI double by Bryson Whitehead. Runners at second and third.
How many pitches?
Coach Patrick Kraft came up here to ask how many pitches is on Brady. There are pitch counts here. He may have succeeded that. Pat's going out to talk to Brady. He may be about to succeed it. Pat's walking out. He's talking to Brady on the mound. Vidalia leading Lions 9-0 here in the first round of the Georgia Recreation and Parks Association District Tournament. He's just talking with Brady. He doesn't look like he's going to pull Brady. I mean, up until now, he's pitched a pretty nice game. Just giving up some runs. Hang on, we might be making a change here. No, we're not. Brady's staying. And that'll bring up Jordan Walden for Vidalia. He's 0 for 2 today with a walk, fly out to your center fielder, and a fly out to Lucas O'Connor. Center fielder, Hunter Herndon. He was out there in center field. Now it's Cody Cortez. First pitch to Walden is high for ball 1. Brady comes set, working from the stretch. Here's the 1-0. This ball is lined past Jason Dukes at second, it's short, and it rolls out in left center field. That scores 1, and it's going to score 2. And they throw it in, and does he slide in safely? Yes, no, he is out. Jordan Walden is tagged out at second. A 2 runs scored. And that's your first out. 11-0. I believe the run rule is 8 after 5. And we've made it to that point.
Graham, Nevada. Marcus on deck. 1 away.
Bases are clear. That'll bring up Hughes Graham. Graham's 2 for 3 today at the plate. Here's the pitch from Brady. Breaking ball missing for ball 1. Graham steps in. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Get over here. Quick.
Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball. Graham almost went for it for ball 2. Vidalia leading Lions 11-0. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Here's the 2-1. This ball is lined out in the right center field for a nice base hit for Graham. He's going to run for a couple of days here. He's going to second. Oh, they get the ball in pretty quickly. He's going to be held up there. I thought they got a bad angle. I thought it went all the way to the fence. I guess it didn't. But that was a double for Hughes Graham, second of the day. Runner at second, 1 down. Bring up Walker Munkus. He's 3 for 3 today. Sending in number 95.
All right, stay out there. Taylor, stay. Go back. You got 9. Leave him there.
Going to let Hughes Graham run for himself. They're going to put in Caleb Bennett to run for him. That's who that was that was running earlier. This is no longer Walker Munkus. This is number 9, Sloan Fountain. Runner at second. Here's the pitch to him. Low. Does it get away from Meadows? Yes, it does. Runner going. He's there safely. Runner at third. Vidalia. 1 ball, no strike. 1 Fountain. Brady comes set. Here's the pitch. Low for ball 2. Like I said, Brady's, and I say this out of frustration, but Brady's starting to miss. He's missing the zone. I mean, it's simple. He's missing left. He's missing right. He's missing up. He's missing down. He's not hitting the zone anymore. 2 balls and no strike. Here's the pitch. There it was. It was in the zone. Popped up to Jason Dukes at short. He throws back to third. Tries to get the out there, but does not. So 2 down to bring up Caden Spivey, the pitcher.
Spivey, Nevada. Cox on deck. 2 away.
Spivey is pitched to fire. I mean, you have to give him credit. The guy's only given up one base hit today, and that was Brady. Here's a 2-out pitch. It's in for a strike. I tell you, I guess I'm going to be a little bit more less professional when it comes to this team because my brother's on it, and I'm going to give him heck if he does something wrong, like miss the spots. He puts this one in the zone, and Spivey knocks it in the left field, and that's another base hit for Caden Spivey. That makes him 3 for 4 today. And the score is now 12-0.
2 for 14. 2 for 14.
That'll bring up, is that Kevin Cox? No, they're going to put in 2 for 14. That's Chandler Corbett. Wearing number 2.
Corbett, the batter. Thompson on deck. 2 away.
Corbett steps in. He's batting from the right-hand side. First time we've seen him today. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Brady comes set. Delivers the 0-1. This ball is hit on the ground to shortstop Jason Dukes. Jason fields it and fires to first to get the out for out number 3. So Lyons has to come in and score some runs, or a run rule will be in effect, and the game will be over. Lyons down 12-0 as we break on Y101. So Gage Herndon's up to bat for Lyons here. Lyons has to score, I think, what is it, 4? 5 runs, actually, to keep this game going.
Double 0 for 11.
Because I believe it's 8 after 5. If not, it's 10 after 5. And even then, they'll have to score 3.
95.
I feel like they should just score and not let up. That's what should happen.
42 for 13.
I do know this much about the Vidalia team. They have a brother duo. It's short and second now. They've put in Connor Whited, the little brother of Bryson Whited. They're both at short and second. Bryson is at short and Connor's at second for Vidalia. It looks like we're ready to go here. I believe he made a catching change too. That's number 00. Tucker McDonald. There's Hughes Graham go, or did he go out for the game? I think he might be out. So it looks like we're ready. Up to bat first is Gage Herndon, followed by Ashton Luke, Lucas O'Connor, and Clayton Meadows, and we're back to the top. The pitcher is still Caden Spivey for Vidalia.
Herndon, the batter. Luke on deck.
Gage Herndon stepping in. Left fielder today for Lyons. And his brother, two of the tallest members of this Lions team. So here's the pitch from Spivey to Herndon. And for a strike. Nothing in 1 on Gage Herndon. steps in. Here's the 0-1. This ball is going to be hit into right field for a base hit. The right fielder comes in, and Chris Thompson was not covering first, but he was going to fire it to first. So that's another base hit for this Lions team. That was a base hit for Gabe Herndon. Runner at first to bring up Ashton Luke.
Luke to bat, O'Connor on deck.
So Ashton Luke's up to bat. See what he can do. He's batting from the left-hand side. On deck's Lucas O'Connor. First pitch is high, but he swings at it for strike one. Luke steps back in. Runner at first. Herndon getting his lead. Here's the 0-1. Outside for ball one. Spivey looking at Herndon at first, comes set, delivers the 1-1, high for ball two. Ashton Luke is taking the lead in this count. 2 balls and 1 strike. He's batting from the left-hand side. Spivey comes set and delivers the 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, come on, take me here. You got this. Let's go action.
Spivey comes set, giving a look, delivers to the plate, swing and a miss it. Something up in his eyes for strike 3, 1 down. Runner at first, bring up Lucas O'Connor. He had a called strike 3 on an 0-2 count in his first at bat back in the 3rd inning.
O'Connor to bat, Meadows on deck, 1 away.
He steps in, he's batting from the right-hand side. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 1. Spivey working from the windup, or no, the stretch, I'm sorry. He comes set and delivers the 1-0, low for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strike on Lucas O'Connor. Here's the pitch. It's in for a strike, make it 2-1. Spivey comes set. Here's the 2-1. Oh, and a defense swing. He went, and now it's 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Lucas O'Connor, the first baseman today, who's made his way around the field. He's now made it to second base. Here's a 2-2. Missing on the outside for a full count. O'Connor is in the box for his next pitch. It's fouled off into the net. For a foul ball, full count on Lucas O'Connor. On deck is Clayton Meadows. So the full count pitch to Lucas O'Connor is high for ball 4. Lions got 2 base runners once again, so they'll bring up Clayton Meadows. Sorry, I usually don't drink when I'm on the air, but in 100-degree weather.
Meadows the batter, Jernigan on deck, 1 away.
I'm not sure if it's 100 yet. I'm not sure if it was supposed to get 100 today, but I feel like it is. Let's see, I'm looking at the app on my phone, it's saying it's only 91. First pitch to Meadows is in for a strike. The wind is picking up. Some rain clouds over here. Here's the pitch to Meadows off the plate for ball 1.
Still lucky 7.
Here's the 1-1 pitch to Meadows. It's getting away. Runner's getting down to second and third. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Spivey comes set and delivers the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Now it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Clayton Meadows. He steps in. Here's the 2-2. Low for ball 3. Runner getting away. Here comes Gage Turning to the plate. He slides in. The boy loses the ball, so he's in safely, and that's run number 1 for Lyons. So the full count on Clayton Meadows. Gage Herndon coming in. Win or lose, definitely going to interview right there. I make a little stars beside me throughout the game of people I think I should interview. So full count pitch to Meadows. Off the plate for ball 4. So runners on the corners, bringing to the top of the order to Benny Jernigan. 0 for 1 today.
Jernigan about a Brady on deck, 1 away.
Again, I'm not sure if it's 10 after 5 or 8 after 5. I guess we'll find out in a second.
Hands up over there.
10 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Here's the pitch to Benny. It's in for a strike. Making nothing in 1. So here's the 0-1 pitch to Benny Jernigan, one of the older ones on this team. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Brady on deck. One of the only 2 to have a base hit in today's game off Caden Spivey. So here's the 0-2 pitch to Jernigan. Fouls him back off in the fence. He steps back in, wearing number 3, playing first base today. He didn't start at first, but he eventually got in the game. I think it was about the 2nd inning. He moved into first base. Or was it the 3rd? Next pitch, high and outside for ball 1. Jernigan trying to work the count. Score is 12-1 Vidalia. Bottom of the 5th, I'm sorry. Spivey comes set, delivers the 1-2. This ball is fouled off, end of the net. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Benny Jernigan. He steps in, batting from the right-hand side. Spivey giving a look at Meadows. Here's the pitch. Swing! And a miss, strike 2 down, runners on the corners to bring up Carson Brady. Brady is 1 for 2 today. A strikeout, a base or a called strike 3, and a base hit.
Brady about a Duke's on deck, 2 away.
Right hand side. If he can put it in the same place he did a minute ago, he would score some runs here for Lyons, or at least a run for Lyons. First pitch to him. Did he call it a strike? No, he didn't. Yeah, this umpire will say if he called a strike. So 1 ball and no strike on Brady. Spivey comes set, delivers the 1-0. It's in for a strike to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Count even at 1. Score is 12-1 here. Runners on first and third. Brady steps in. Wearing number 8. Here's the pitch. Low and inside for ball 2. A base hit. He'll score 1 run. Yeah, Lucas. No, that's not. That's Clayton Meadows. Wait, no. What is Lucas O'Connor? I'm sorry. Next pitch is off the plate for ball 3. So Brady has worked the count in his favor. He's taking the lead here with 3 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Brady for ball 4, and that'll load up the bases for Jason Dukes. 2 down. Let's see if Lyons can score some runs here and rally with 2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Dukes to battle, Watts on deck, 2 away.
So Spivey comes on the mound, runners all over the bases for Lyons. Here's a 2-out pitch to Dukes. He hits this one on the head, out in the air. It's going to get down in right center field for a base hit. 1 run's going to score, 2 runs going to score. He's waving Brady around third, and now he's holding him up there. And Jason Dukes is standing on second with a 2-run RBI double. Runners on second and third and 2 down. That'll bring up Will Watts. Now the score is 12-3 Vidalia. Now the time limit's probably going to want to catch us here. Yeah, because you play time limit. However, I believe if it's more than 5 minutes left on the clock, then you have to go into the next inning. If it's less, then I think they can call the game. I believe that's how that time limit works. Not exactly sure, which I'm not giving Vidalia any ideas.
Watch the batter. Cortez on deck. 2 away.
I would tell my pitcher to slow down. And I'm not organized to lose, and I'm not picking Vidalia up here, but if I was the coach, that's what I'd say. I'd say slow down. I don't understand why you're in such a hurry. Foul ball for Will Watts, strike 1. It's just smart baseball, you know? I mean, coaches can out-coach each other. Not only is a team competition when you're playing a game, but the coaches are too. Sometimes smart coaching can win games. Will Watts swings at a pitch, he fouls it off. I believe it was a foul ball. Yes, strike 2. What's gotten Will Watts here today is high pitches.
Take your time, Will.
He's 0 for 2 today with back-to-back strikeouts. He steps back in. Here's the 0-2 pitch. He hits this one on the ground back at the pitcher, Caden Spivey. Spivey fields it, fires to first, and that's out number 3.
That's the ball game. Vidalia win over Lyons 12-3.
8 after 5, and Vidalia winning over Lyons 12-3. We'll take a break, and we'll come back and wrap up today's game on Y101.
Yeah.